Ohai. Istok, the city in the south of northern Macedonia with the population 74,000 inhabitants. This city is located in a northern part of the Pelagoniski Plain, in 128 km from the capital of Skopje. It is located at the bottom of fortress of the legendary Serbian king's son Marko, known as Fighter Minds Turks and the Wise Governor. Istok, the city of the sun, one of several cities in the Balkans with the most large number of sunny days in a year. Considerable rise and Prilep's development occurred during the period after World War II, when the Republic of Macedonia was in the structure of SFRU. The city, under Markovi Sachs, is known as the center for production and processing of tobacco. Tobacco is one of the few vegetable cultures which grow ripe in Pelagonia's climate. Prilepski tobacco raw materials are used as a part of the products by the largest global manufacturers of cigarettes. The Prilepski Research Institute of Tobacco for creation of new grades of tobacco by the first in the Balkans used genetic engineering. In Prilep, metalworking, production of electronics, furniture and textiles, the food industry and extraction of marble are developed. There are mines on extraction of quality marble, for example, the Civets mine. In Prilep there is cultural and educational infrastructure. The museums, cultural and historical zones for footwalks, recreation parks, theater, movie theater, libraries, recreation center, several stadiums, a large number of gyms. Cultural actions are organized. Void and Chernodrinsky Theater Festival. Folklore festivals. Annual international competition of the children's asterisk song. Carnival of Prague. A city day, on December 19, Day of Saint Nikolai. Annual summer Pivfest. Display of movies at Miston Movie Theatre. Lectures on various subjects. Exhibitions in Gallery of Recreation Center of Markutspenko. Day of Fight Against Fascism, on October 11. In New Year, platforms with the cultural program for children and adults, sports marathons and competitions. Most of the population is made by Macedonians. 93%. There is also the Gypsy minority. On a census of 2002, 66246 inhabitants lived in Prilep. Macedonians 61320. Albanians 21. Turks 123. Roma 4372. Vlach 16. Serbians 151. Bosniaki 17. Others 226. History. Istok was based on ruins of the ancient Roman city of Stibera. Despite devastation Gats in 268, Stibera remained partially populated. Under the name of Prilep, the city was for the first time mentioned in 1014 as the place where the Bulgarian Tsar Samuil died of a cardiac rupture. How Byzantines blind thousands of his soldiers who were taken prisoner after fight at Bilasitsa. The city got under the Byzantine power. Rapid rise in economic development received the city at the end of the 13th, the first half of the 14th century. Thanks to it there are numerous architectural monuments of that period. One of them, the monastery of Dormition of the Theotokos, Treskovets, who is highly above Prilep under a mountain's lat of earth top. In this area of Pelagonia, very important tradeways in the direction of the Aegean and Adriatic Sea were crossed. Later the city was won by the Second Bulgarian Kingdom and Serbia. In the 14th century the city was occupied by Ottomans under Evrenis's leadership. Under control by the Ottoman Empire was throughout 6 centuries. At the beginning of the 20th century it was a part of Serbia and Yugoslavia. During the German invasion into Yugoslavia in the evening on April 8, 1941 the city was occupied by the coming German troops. During the Ilindensky Revolt the city was the center of the Macedonian national liberation movement. As stuck during this period I gave dozens of revolutionaries and fighters, among them Kartoshev, George Petrov, Pyatatsev and many others. Barrow. Brave. Invincible. In Prilep is a place where posthumous remains more than 650 fighters from Prilep and the area which gave the life to fight for freedom and independence of Macedonia are based. Sites. In Prilep there is a large number of cultural and historical monuments. Their main complex is located at the foot of the hill of Markovi Kuli, on which there are ruins of one of 5 biggest fortresses in the Balkans. It consists of 3 protective belts, several towers and gate. In Prilep and his vicinity several archaeological sites are located. The Bedem complex, Stibera, the antique city near the village of Chepigovo. The Bezistan complex, a tomb of classical antiquity between the villages of Prilpets and Volkovo. Antique cities of Alkamina, Karamia and Kolobansa. In the most ancient part of the city, Varosh, located a complex from 77 churches built during an early Christian era. Varosh is the second most important cradle of Christianity in Macedonia after Ohrid. Shrine Church Atanas and Shrine Nicola, the monastery Shrine Saint Michael the Archangel, the remains of painting and frescoes, skill of ancient icon painters and frescopisettes blow the mind. Therefore many historians and art critics call Prilepsky Varosh Small Jerusalem or Jerusalem in a miniature. Treskovets Monastery. Persons. Grigory Akinden. I was born 1300. The Greek theologian of the Byzantine era. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.